Dear friends, coming to the fourth part under benzene and aromaticity is orientation of substitution in monosubstituted benzenes. We have earlier seen the electrophilic aromatic substitution. Now, if a benzene, as we earlier learned, that all carbon atoms in a simple benzene, unsubstituted benzene, are equivalent. So you cannot call this as 1-chlorobenzene or 2-chlorobenzene or 3-chlorobenzene. It is only monochlorobenzene. But the situation changes when already a substituent is present on the benzene ring. That substituent dictates which position the next group will get attached to electrophilic aromatic substitution. So in this part, we are going to study how that already present single substitution in a monosubstituted benzene decides where the next attaching group is going to come and attach. So let us see. So today we are going to cover here basically substituents, various substituents. We are going to categorize them depending on their nature, the effect of substituents on the reactivity and orientation of monosubstituted benzene compounds towards electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions, means what is the nature of a substituent and whether they increase or decrease the reactivity of the benzene, and also how they influence the orientation of the subsequent substitution. This all we are going to discuss. Let us see under this orientation and reactivity in monosubstituted benzenes. So, for example, first we have to understand what we will call these positions when in a monosubstituted benzene one more electrophile gets attached. If it is attached to the carbon adjacent to the already attached group, it is called as orthoisomer. This is orthoisomer, this carbon and this carbon are adjacent, but if it is separated by one carbon, it is meta-isomer, and if it is totally on the opposite carbon, it is called as a para-isomer. The substituent already attached to the benzene ring determines the location of the new substituent, and there are two possibilities. A substituent will direct an incoming substituent either to the ortho position or the para positions, or it will direct it to the meta position. All who will decide this X, and all activating substituents, all activating X's which are ring activating. What is activating? I will explain. Either they should be activating or weakly activating, deactivating halogens are ortho-para-directors. Who are ortho-para-directors? Ortho and para-directors. X either should be a halogen, which they are themselves deactivating, but still they are ortho-para-directors. Why they are, that also we will discuss. But all activating groups will be ortho-para-directors, and they will direct the next incoming substituent to the ortho or para position, while substituents which are deactivating groups are meta-directors. So who are activating groups? The groups which donate electrons, which pump electrons in the benzene system, they are ortho-para-directors. While the group which are electron withdrawing, they are meta-directors. So you understood what is ortho-para-directors and what is meta-directors, and what is activating group and what is deactivating group. Therefore, based on this knowledge, substituents are divided into three groups. All activating substituents direct an incoming electrophile to the ortho-para positions, like methyl group is an activating group, so the product will be ortho-bromo or para-bromotoluene. Weakly reactivating halogens also direct an incoming electrophile to ortho-para positions. bromobenzene, bromo group will activate the coming chloro to ortho or para. All moderately deactivating and strongly deactivating substituents direct an incoming electrophile to the meta position. Okay, like the acyl group or the nitro group, they will direct the subsequent coming groups to the meta position. To understand why a substituent directs an incoming electrophile to a particular position, we must look at the stability of the carbocation intermediate, that is the rate determining step. When the substituent benzene undergoes or monosubstituted benzene undergoes an electrophilic substitution reaction, three different types of carbocation intermediates can be formed: ortho-substituted carbocation, meta-substituted carbocation, or para-substituted carbocation. In simple words, already you have a monosubstituted benzene. If the positive charge of the carbocation is at the ortho position, it is called as ortho-substituted carbocation. If the positive charge is at the meta position, it is meta-substituted carbocation, and if it is at para-substitution position, it is para-substituted cation. So, which are the activating groups or ortho-para directors? In case of alkyl substituents, charge stabilization is greatest when the alkyl group is bonded to one of the positively charged carbons of the benzonium or carbonium intermediates, and it happens only for the ortho-para electrophilic attack. So such substituents favor formation of these products. Particularly the primary alkyl groups like methyl provide greater stabilization to the adjacent charge than do the more substituted groups. Okay, so what does this mean? Suppose the methyl group is sitting there, it is a electron donor activating group. What it will do, the positive charge of the carbonium ion will be, what you can say, neutralized by pumping the electrons. Otherwise the positive charge, what it was going to do, it was going to resist the incoming second electrophile. Let us see. This is already methyl substituted benzene or toluene, and now you have a situation, and here you have, like, you are trying to form a carbocation. It is at the same carbon, it is at the meta carbon, or it is at this carbon. This can be, like, for example, if you attach this alternate system is still maintained. It cannot come here. Okay, it has come here, but it cannot come here at the ortho position, or it cannot go at the, what is that? We are talking only about the ortho substitution. If you get an ortho substitution, means if I put this electrophile at the ortho position, where all positions will this positive charge go? So this positive charge will go immediately ortho to this, it will go para to this, it will go ortho to this. So because of this positive charges here, okay, this intermediate will be more favored. So alkyl group charge stabilization is greatest when the alkyl group is bonded to one of the positively charged carbons, okay, of the benzonium intermediate, and happens only in case of ortho and para electrophilic attack. So here in this particular intermediate will be favored. Okay, as if I had put it at meta, what will happen? I will not get this particular species where this alkyl group is attached and the adjacent carbon is positively charged. I have to look for such charges, and in these three possibilities I get one here and I get one here. All others are less favored, and in this case I get an ortho substitution, and in this case I get what is said, the para substitution. So the alkyl group is bonded to one of the positively charged carbons. So this alkyl group is bonded here, this alkyl group is bonded here. So these two structures are most favored in all these 9 structures, and this will happen only if my incident group is at ortho position or para position. This will never be created in case of meta position. So when my group is attached at ortho position, okay, I get one here and one here. I never get it here. So that is the reason. For example, I get here positively charged and I get here. Okay. So this is the explanation why an electron donating group. I have shown electron donating with an arrow. So it is by addition of this group some instability is created, that is a charge separation. You need to neutralize it, and that is neutralized by the electron donating or activating group, and that is very effectively done only in these two structures, and these two structures are possible only when my next group is attached to the ortho position or a para position. In meta I cannot create this situation. Let us see what about meta directors, which are electron withdrawing, which are pulling up nitro group, sulfonic acid group, carbonyl group. So structure in which like charges are near to each other, they will be destabilized by repulsion. So these substituents inhibit ortho and para substitution more than meta substitution. Consequently, meta products predominate. See, in this case, this is an electron withdrawing. Okay, this is electron withdrawing. And suppose if I create a positive charge here, there will be charge repulsion. So again, I study these situations. In case of ortho and para substitution, I get a particular canonical form where the two positive charges are near to each other, which causes charge repulsion and which causes instability. So they are not preferred. But in case of meta, there is very good charge separation, very distant. So, okay, so meta substitution is preferred. These are electron pooling substituents. So these two explanations for orthopara and meta director groups I think should suffice. In orthopara directors, you should have a positive charge on the carbon to which the electron donor group is attached, and this is only created with ortho or para substitution. While with meta substitution, this charge is more separated and it is never at the adjacent position, and so there is no repulsion. See, this is not allowing, this is also not allowing. Let us come to the third situation, halogens. Halogens though are electron withdrawing, they are by inductive effect, they are electron withdrawing. Okay, so but this should actually favor the meta substitution like the nitro group. However, halogens have non-binding bonding valence electrons which serve to stabilize an adjacent positive charge by pi bonding. Same effect like methyl group, which results delocalization of the charge, and therefore substituents direct these halogen substituents direct substitution to ortho and para sites. Uh, the balance between inductive electron withdrawal and donating pi conjugation is such that the nitrogen and oxygen substituents have an overall stabilizing influence. Which nitrogen and oxygen? That is OH and NH2. They have more stabilizing influence on the benzonium intermediate and increase the rate of substitution markedly, whereas halogen substituents have an overall destabilizing influence. So see, there is a inductive destabilization, okay, but we have an additional pi bond sharing, okay, and this happens only in case of ortho and para. So all these substituents have a non-binding valence electrons which serve to stabilize adjacent positive charge by pi bonding. So you have got pi bonding, double bonding, resulting into delocalization of the charges, and this therefore direct ortho and para are more preferred. Okay, additional stabilization. So this explains why halogens, though they are ortho-para, they are electron withdrawing, still they are ortho-para directors. So accordingly we categorize the substituents into different groups. The all amino groups, OH groups, alkoxy groups, acyl amino groups, alkyl groups, acyloxy groups, phenyl group, and the halogens. They are ortho-para directors. Barring halogens, all these groups are activating substituents. Halogens are of course deactivators, but still they are ortho-para directors. Why I have explained. The remaining groups like the carboxylic acid, amido, ester, acyl, sulfonic acid, cyano, nitro, they are meta-directors because they are deactivating substituents. So this is in summary that activating substituents and ortho-para directors are these all are ortho-para directors. These are deactivating and meta-directors, and these are though deactivating still ortho-para directors are all halogens as well as CH2Cl or ethynyl nitro. Some of the questions: how will you prepare 4-nitrobenzophenone? This is very typical and tricky question, and you have to try and find out stepwise and explain the proper reaction conditions. Starting with simple benzene right equation and reaction conditions, how will you prepare phenol from benzene, benzoic acid from benzene, benzophenone from benzene, benzaldehyde from benzene, acetophenone from benzene, aniline from benzene, toluene from benzene, iodobenzene from benzene. You have to practice and you will become an expert then using all this knowledge you have gained up till now. Predict the products of the following: N-butylbenzene reacted with hot KMnO4. What will be the product? Nitrobenzene with benzoyl chloride. What will be the product? You have to find out that the benzoyl group will get attached to which part of the benzene. What is the effect of nitro group? Phenol plus carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will form a COOH group, but already existing OH group is there. So OH group is what director? So where will be the COOH group form? Or you have orthonitrophenol and you have to do the methylation. So you already have a di substituted nitro, and in its ortho position you have OH. Now these two groups combined will direct the third group, that is the methyl group. At what position? Now starting from benzene or toluene and using suitable reagents, how will you prepare metachlorobenzoic acid, metanitroaniline, paratoluene and parabromotoluene? So you should really attempt these questions. They will definitely help you. Thank you. We will also see how will you prepare 2,4-dinitrobenzoic acid, how will you prepare sulfacetamide, how will you prepare phenol, benzaldehyde, and dimethylamine, ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid or salicylic acid, parabromaniline, ethyl paranitrobenzoate. We'll start from benzene or toluene. You have to fill up the gaps here. The first step is oxidation of toluene, what you will get. Then it's benzylation, what you will get. Or here benzene nitration, what you will get. This is rather simple. Metabromoanisole or metamethoxybromobenzene with sodamide and ammonia. This is amination reaction. Where will be the amino group coming? Amino plus HNO3 H2SO4 aniline. This is again a tricky question. Whether it is a substitution reaction or what it is, you have to find out. So we stop here, and next part we will be discussing the uses of some selected benzene derivatives like DDT, saccharin, BHC and chloramine, and all this is as per the second year B pharmacy, what you can say, third semester organic chemistry as per PCI syllabus. So thank you very much for your patience, and I advise you to recapitulate, revise and attempt the exercises.